Hello, beautiful being. Welcome to Ula Tea Leaf Readings. My name is Lenore, and today we're doing a collective reading for you. It's a message, hopefully, that brings some kind of understanding to your situation. Maybe a sense of ease. That would be like the highest, most wonderful. I hope I help people with a sense of ease at times. I know sometimes my energy is quite chaotic, but more than anything, of course I hope people are happy. But the reality is, and if you're somebody who has that kind of almost like a Queen of Wands energy, right? You've been through many ordeals. You are fortified within the fires. You want people to be happy, but most of all, you want them to be stable, at ease, like able to live, without great oppression or fear or mistreatment and these kinds of things. And so I hope my readings do. I hope that it brings a little of that sometimes, hopefully. All right, let's get into these tea leaves. It is so nice to feel you. We're kind of on that end of the world vibe. I mean, really, it feels like the end of something, right? So we do have Anubis right here, and that really, really tells me, yes, we do have the energy of being in the in-between place. What can I say? We're in this strange, chaotic energy. It almost feels like we've stepped into a moment of maybe overwhelm. Maybe it is just so much stress for so long for so many people that it's almost a numbness or a disorienting feeling, or just the heaviness of it all. Just kind of you have to look away from it in some ways, and I think a lot of us feel fatigued, right? But at the same time, how can you rest? So it is an in-between place, right? It is this almost like, if you could, like a really good example, in my opinion, is like that time between Christmas or Hanukkah, or I don't know, whatever, major winter, summer, I guess in the South it's the summer, whatever, the major holidays, if you adhere to them or not. And I did say adhere. They are often kind of very close to state religions, aren't they? But that in-between period, if you remember, what the normal world felt like, or maybe a little bit easier of a world felt like, it is a kind of timeless, shapeless place, right? And there is a sense of anxiety only because, in my opinion, there is a wealth, a reserve of potential. But it is also kind of, very much tied to the momentum of a great ending. Okay, what does that mean? It's, when things really pop off, start falling apart, the old systems are burning, or at least, the sun is shining upon them in some way, some little speck of a way. Apparently it gets way worse, which we know, but it's so frightening, isn't it? to see just a little bit. So we're at a place where it's very scary because it hasn't tipped either way. We don't really know. There's potential. Now, it's left up to us to figure out what are we going to do in these borderlands, right? When we're with Anubis, the psychopomp. What are we going to do? Now, up here, we have what looks like Mercury to me. The head, the body, okay, the little wings on the head. That's what it's called, like really called to me. Oh, Mercury, here you are. The communicator, the message bringer, the keeper of the crossroads, right? So we also have down here, it looks like a person holding, I don't know, what are you holding? It looks like an A, holding an A, and a flower kind of drifting away, okay, a mystery, something sacred. Now, this looks like a planchette to me. That's like one of them things that you use when you're doing the Ouija board, you know, it's like has the magnifying glass thing. It's for maps, I think, right? I think it's for maps. And so, ooh, look at this. We pull it away. We have a face. Look at the face. So we have Mercury, okay? We have the shifting of variables, right? Lots of things moving around in our lives right now. I also have what feels like very much that Empress energy. We have a learned, a well-informed, a very capable, skillful, flexible, right? That the Empress to me is very much about being able to do that kind of diplomatic dance, that ability to really get it into the energy of whatever place or crowd or company that they're in, okay? Not so much that it's like some kind of, like you're a chameleon, you're a mimic. No, it's a very intentional and skillful ability to really walk among anybody, right? Connect with people, talk to people, find yourself, really relating to the most random, whoever you come upon, right? And I feel that this is one of your great assets. Okay, you're likable. You're approachable. I think people also trust you. You give off a real energy of like, I know what I'm doing. And you actually know what you're doing, right? Or you say, I'm going to do that. And guess what? You do that. So to meet somebody like that, yeah, it's a rarity, right? Now, we all have our moments where we just, things are upside down, of course. And sometimes we can be that person and then life gets in the way and we're not that person for a while and we get back to it. Well, I feel like in this time where a lot of people, I would say, are really being forced to look at things that maybe they have not thought a lot about. Just haven't deeply considered, right? And I think that there are quite a few of us out there who have been talking about these things for many years, or, we kind of dwell in these lands of, and I don't just mean like conspiracy or things going on in the material world, but we're very aware, and I know you are, that there's something beyond what we can see, right? Like you're not a materialist. You're definitely, I would say people would be like, yo, this is a superstitious person over here. Like, you do some weird stuff. You got rocks in your bra and that type of stuff. You know what I mean? If you know, you know. But he's this full medicine bag, right? You're going to be a real place of strength for other people. And that's going to be part of your work in this coming cycle, is that you are going to be a beacon of light. People see you. They have seen you since before. I mean, really, there is like the before and after at this point, And I would say maybe like going back, what has it been? Like about 6 years now? The before and the after. Maybe even going back, at least for us Americans, back to the 2000s, the first of the thousands, right? But in this after that we are finding ourselves in, or in between, really, soon it will be the after, you're going to be somebody that people need. And I'm sorry, you might be like sighing, shrugging, I don't want to talk to any... That's where I'm at. I don't want to talk to anybody about anything. I just want to do work. I want to work out. I want to... You know what I mean? Like, I want to, like... I'm learning how to, fight with a knife and hand-to-hand combat. That's what I want to be doing, Working on the gardens and preserving and, communing with the lands. But there's so much more right now, and I say all this, I want to do all this stuff with my family, but I don't want to be involved with anybody beyond that, really. I have a few friends, community, but I just am in a place where it's like, I've always been a solitary person. I didn't know I was when I was young. I always thought, oh yeah, I'm super, like, I love to go out. I go to shows every night. I'm a waitress, I like to party. I'm in this art scene, all the stuff. I was never a scene kid. Don't get it twisted. But, I was in the scenes, I should say. And I always thought I was extroverted as heck. And then I got older and left the city and realized my nervous system was fried, and I was self-medicating so I could deal with being around people and being constantly in uncomfortable situations that were overstimulating and just absolutely, like, terrorizing myself, really. Not that I don't love going to music and that kind of thing, but never having a break from all of it, And I don't know. It's just, I feel like we're at this place where a lot of us have gone through these burnouts, right? And I know you have. And then we're hearing and we're feeling, and I don't know about you, I am feeling that, there's a pull to doing communal work. I don't even know how to do that, really, because I've only ever worked into, one-on-one with two magical partners, who I consider two actual magical partners. So I don't know. I mean, I know it's easy to talk to people about it. I like to commune, with the wise women of my life. That's all I ever want to be outside of my family, is just with the wise women of my life. But there's something, we know. We are here to be of service. It's in all of the texts and all of the systems. We are here to be of service to one another. And so we get this constant messaging through synchronicity from the universe, this, and I'm not talking about some, oh, we all have to unite. And, I'm an old school rave kid, and I was don't judge me, I was a candy kid. So we had that plur, peace, love, unity, respect. There was that whole, ethos. I mean, supposedly, right? If you were going to parties in the 90s and early thousands, it's a pretty funky time. But, it's not that. It's not this utopic thing, right? It is actually utopic in my mind because a utopia is grimy. Utopia, is from first matter all the way on up. It contains it all. Okay. How we might get it formed in a way that benefits us, I don't know what it is, but there's this idea of being of service, to watching out for one another, to knowing one another, to being known, to being witnessed, right? To being activated through witnessing. Now, we confuse, I think, the feeling of, oh, they see me, they like me. Oh, they see me, they pressed like, they, commented, or whoever, the person at the coffee shop remembered my name. And yeah, man, all that stuff feels good, of course. It like clicks the dopamine or whatever. That's not, that is a way of being observed, of course, but that's not what I mean. I'm talking about when the observer witnesses the thing, and it doesn't have to have any kind of judgment of the thing. It is purely being witnessed. The thing is activated, right? The behavior of the thing changes. The form of the thing changes. We want to be witnessed. We want to be among one another. How we do that always, I don't know. That's the thing. That's where I'm getting hung up myself. I don't know. But I feel that you also have that pull, that thing, that all of a sudden, like thinking, what if I did some classes? What if I taught some classes? Or, what if I went and got my, I don't know, social, I don't even know anymore. I don't believe in any of these systems, and they're not safe. I don't know what to say about any of that. I don't know. I'm trying to think of things that we can do that are not, I don't know. I don't even know anymore. Do you guys know? Because I don't know. But what we do know, what our hearts are telling us, what the universe is telling us is, dude, this SH, not working. It's working. Don't get me wrong. It's working for somebody or somebody's, but it's not us. Babe, it is not us. Not you, not me. If you're listening to us, to me, right now, it's not us. We're not benefiting. So, we just have to take care of each other. How are we going to do that? We're going to educate ourselves. We're going to learn how to do things. We're going to take care of ours. That's it. We're going to take care of ours. Whatever that means to you. I'm not here to say what that is or what that isn't. If that's your town, family, whatever, friends group, things that you identify with, whatever. We're going to take care of ourselves. We have to. We have to. My daughter, she is going to be 6 soon. One of the big things that we're talking about constantly and because I want her to have the language in her mind, you know, when she's telling herself, I can do this, is to get rid of this like, you immediately go ask for help before you even begin to like stop and figure out what you need to do, how you might be able to do it. Have you done it before? Do you remember what you're supposed to do? Instead of just going and asking for help immediately. I don't know how to do this. Well, let's talk about it. You know, let's talk about what are the steps. Do you really not know how to do this? Or is this just our kind of thing that we program it into ourselves, right? Oh no, this is me like with math. I'm like, oh, I don't know math. I don't know anything about math. Oh, I'm just going to ignore it. You know, do whatever I need to do to get by in life without ever addressing the fact that I probably, and, you know, absolutely, I've made it one of my goals to reteach myself math. I only got to like algebra 2, and I did not retain a freaking crumb of that. So, you know what I'm saying? But I can sit here and say, oh, I don't know. I'm bad at it. Da, 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 da. I'm bad at it because it doesn't come easily to me, but I also have not applied, you know, the tools I've developed in myself, my endurance, my ability to stay the course even when I don't want to. You know what I'm saying? And so we're just going to have to. We're going to have to learn things. We're going to have to be able to do things for ourselves and not expect that anybody else is going to do it for us. And I know that's hard to say, but I say this as a person who, first of all, I have a card carrying, I've been poor for most of my life. Nobody was going to help me. You know what I mean? Like the thought that somebody was going to like pay for college or a car or, you know, any of that kind of, are you kidding me? That's like on movies. You know what I'm saying? So the deal is we have to drop this. All of us, because I do it just as much as anybody else. And that's why I know it's a sticking point. The excuses, the I can't do's, or the, I need help with it. Yeah, maybe you do, and that's fine. We all need help. But like I am talking about with my daughter, and again, let me tell you, I struggle with this probably 50 times a day, just like not doing it or not, addressing the thing because I'll just ask somebody else to do it, or I'll just pay for this thing that will, make it easier, they'll do it, or, whatever. And it just gets out of control. And then we don't know how to do anything. And then we don't know how to push ourselves to do hard things. And I'm saying all this not to berate you or go on and on at you. I'm talking to myself, you guys. I learned all of this stuff at the young age of about 38 years old, okay? So, yeah, I am. I am still going through it, and I probably will till the day I, escape this flesh suit. So, I'm seeing... right? Also, we have that Mercury up there. We have that, really, your ability to speak, talk, connect. That's going to be the real key. You draw people in. Now do something with it. Make a channel, get a platform going, or, not a platform, an account on a platform. Get yourself platformed, branded. I don't know, whatever the heck. Not bad branded. That's not bad either. I don't know. I'm so tired of putting moral and ethical things on stuff. I didn't mean physically. I meant your brand. I'm not telling you to sell yourself. Oh my gosh. I'm done. You guys. All right. Let's see. What else do we have? Okay, so we have, it looks like, what are you trying to write to me here? Oh. It looks like we have O, T, I don't know. I'm going to look at it this way. This one makes more sense to me. It looks like it's O, B, or maybe O, R. O, R, T. And then down here, it looks like we have F, R, A. I don't know if you can write all those down. It's O, R, T, F, R, A. I don't know if that spells anything. I'm not good at that. I do like playing Boggle, but that's like 3-letter words. So we also we had the face at the beginning, and then we have a face up here. Both of them not super happy looking. Okay, so I'm going to pull a couple cards. We also have the number 6 is a big deal this week. Also, it looks like I feel like you're going to be invited to something at somebody's house. Or, yeah, I imagine it's like at a house. It's an uncomfortable energy. It feels like when you get, like, the door, like, at the door, it's just, you know, like, the energy is angry energy. You do not like it. I will not insist you go to this thing. In fact, if you get this invitation and it makes you feel weird, stressed out, whatever, I 100%, a million, give you permission to pretend you never saw it. And if they ask you about it, I'm trying to think what you can say. I don't want to go. I give you permission to say, I just don't want to go. I don't want to go. So let's go ahead. I want to see about this. I just feel like there's just some kind of creepy energy here. I want to ask about it because we had like kind of just this. Doesn't feel bad, but kind of just menacing, like a menacing kind of energy. And we're going to ask, we're going to see, who do we have? Okay, so we have the Chariot. We have hard work. Just very aggressively hard work. Very single-minded. Very like, you know, this is how I lead my life. This is, you know, kind of like the persona I built it really, really precisely, and I'm going to dwell in it. That's what this card always reminds me of. But also, like, not in a way that always is, like, terrible, but kind of in a way that's, like, this is the most efficient, like, build for me, and this is where I'm going to, like, do the dang thing because I'm getting the work done. The work that, you know, whatever is important. You know, if that's career, if that is spiritual or religious or self-work, whatever it is. Okay, beautiful. We have the 2 of Wands. And we have the 5 of Wands. Okay, so we have really not necessarily an easy thing to kind of work through here. It's like you have options, not a lot. You have some very clear options, but either way, I feel like there's almost like a sense of dread. Okay, we're gonna go a little further here because I want to see. Okay, so that I love seeing that we're in our fire energy, baby. I mean, come on now. we have the Three of Wands, which to me always says like that thing that you are about, like beneath all of the other, like whatever, all the rah, 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 as they used to say. When we lean into that, when we know just like, I'm not about that, I'm not about that life, I'm not here to support that, I'm not trying to be involved in that, do not even come around me with that. You know what I'm saying? When it's that like cut and dry about, I don't mess that way, I don't go that, whatever the heck it is. I'm not with that. When we are in our virtue, man, it is not always easy. I would say a lot of times people think you're crazy. Honestly, like what are you like trying to like, or they're like, oh, you're better. You think you're better, or you're just on some weird SH or whatever. This is it, man. I don't care what people say. If you get down to, that authentic drive, that thing that you know is right for you, what you believe, what you feel is, correct, you can't mess with that. Ultimately, you never lose. Even if you lose, you don't lose because you're with self, right? Like you're supporting that true being that you are. So you're benefiting no matter what. Okay. I want to see one more thing. Six of Discs. So you come into success, right? So basically what I feel really is there is almost this like kind of really rigid energy coming in, very like nose to the grindstone. There seems to be kind of this difficult choice that you're not necessarily, I don't know, and it doesn't necessarily feel like any of it is the exact right way. But when you stop trying to like fit yourself into, okay, well, I'll put up with this here, and you just go off of like purely, this is going to get me what I want, and I'm willing to do whatever within this, within reason, within this, and that's what I'm going to do. Right? You come into success because you're being real with yourself. You know what you're capable of. You know what you can do and what you don't, what you don't want to do, what you might do, but you probably, it's going to be a waste of time. Just be real. That's what it all comes down to. Now, I do feel like that energy around you, it must be, I don't know, like a significant other, an ex, maybe like a domineering family member, something like this, where you can say like all day long, I don't care what they think, I'm not caring what they say, I'm doing my thing, but I'm proud of myself. But we all know, because listen, I say that to myself every day, I have to. We all know there are people in our lives who just can get to that place with us. You know what I mean? I don't care how much self-work you've done. They just have them access codes because they are woven into your makeup, through experience, genetics, whatever, coupling. So I really think you're going to have to stand on business, as they say, in this particular case, because that lingering, I'm watching you, I'm I'm like trying to like, it almost feels to me, honestly, like somebody who would purposely mislead you or like give you the wrong advice. That's not like so wrong you're gonna like, destroy the thing you're doing, but enough that like it makes you look bad, or you can't fully like be like, oh, I did this whole thing, it was a great experience. Like there has to be that little thing. They gotta get you just a little bit, and I don't know, it's the end of the world, dude. Who has time for all that? Anyways, I love you guys. Thank you for being here. Oh, we got to do our lucky numbers. How dare I? 87. Number 87, 50, and 84. All right. Okay. Well, I love you. Please take care of yourself. Take care of each other. We'll talk soon.